Hello and welcome back to Jackknives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jack Knives. Today let's look at the biopic thriller, Dead Man's Wire.
Just getting started.
Tony Christus goes into a mortgage lender's office originally to meet with the owner, M.L. Hall, but is instead met with his son Richard. Deciding to go through with his plan anyway, he holds Richard hostage with a device strapping a shotgun to his head with a dead man's wire, meaning it can go off if he doesn't hold it. As the time, media, and police escalate the situation, it becomes more chaotic, with the world watching and starting to side with Tony. This is the first time on this channel I've talked about Gus Van Sant. He is a divisive filmmaker. Not to say he's necessarily a bad filmmaker, but he is a divisive one. He's done things like Good Will Hunting, Milk, and Finding Forrester, which are all great movies in their own right. But then he's done other movies like Drugstore Cowboy, Gary, even Cowgirls Get the Blues, that are all weird. But this is very much not a kind of movie he would make. It's kind of funny to think about the fact that this year alone I've had 3 times where 3 separate movies I reviewed were filmmakers being outside of their wheelhouse. Caught Stealing, The Garbage That Was One Battle After Another, and Dead Man's Wire, which weirdly was like right in the middle of both of them. I thought Caught Stealing was a fun movie. It was a weird movie, but it was a fun movie. I thought One Battle After Another was tonally all over the damn place. It was such whiplash, and the acting was going 0 to 90 with no hesitation or understanding of a script concept. And then this movie, which for Gus Van Sant felt very safe. I mean, this is the same guy who decided to do a shot-for-shot color version of Psycho and cast Vince Vaughn as Norman Bates. That's the level of weird we're dealing with here. So when I heard about the movie and heard about the real story of Tony Christus, I was interested, but I wasn't hopeful. The movie actually does pretty well. The pacing is very safe. It's a very basic thriller movie. Bill Skarsgård carries the movie. He feels like the kind of guy who, much like all of Bill Skarsgård's performance, maybe it's just him, feels like there's something else going on behind those eyes. And I feel like that's the kind of character that Tony Christus should be. Granted, the real him is just kind of an angry, over-the-top guy who had it up to here, but he kind of took it to the extreme. And you kind of do relate to why he does what he does. Dacre Montgomery, who many of you may know as Billy in Stranger Things, he plays Richard Hall, the hostage, the son of the owner of the business that he's holding hostage. There's a lot of pain behind this, not just because obviously he's being held at gunpoint, but more of seeing that you're just feeling like you're just a slab of meat, which is basically how Bill Skarsgård's character feels exactly the same. Like, hey, I'm just there. I don't matter. So why should this guy matter? It doesn't feel as high of stakes as it could have been. You see someone like Coleman Domingo, who plays this radio DJ who's trying to connect with the shooter. And you also see Carrie Elways play a kind of just generic detective. You see that the movie is an unstable house of cards or Jenga tower that's missing a lot of pieces. It's not sturdy enough to stay up, and the fact that it is staying up is kind of more of just good faith luck on the actors. It's a very paint by numbers movie, but it has some intrigue to it. It has just enough to keep you invested, but not enough to remember it. It's weird that it's such a movie that I could see people forgetting this kind of movie. It's like that movie Phone Booth that was made all those years ago about the guy stuck in the phone booth and he's held hostage. And that's kind of a death nail sentence when it comes to filmmaking. If you make a movie that's just kind of there, it's not sustainable as a full-length movie. This could be a short, really. The actual story behind why all the real stuff that happened is far more interesting than the actual movie itself, which is kind of a shame because I kind of wanted to see some of the aspects of that. See Tony's real life, see some more of his backstory, see more of things that led to this and how that affected him. Like that sort of stuff leading up to it, and then the actual hostage could have been the last third of the movie. But you turn the third of what would be a normal movie into an entire movie, and it just doesn't have enough weight to it. It had a good cast, and it had enough of a build of a story to do something with it. It just felt like the execution just fell very flat. And because of that, I don't really recommend the movie, unfortunately. I give Dead Man's Wire 2 out of 5. Have you seen Dead Man's Wire? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to stab that subscribe button and slice that like button, and I'll see you next time.